Okay, today's assignment is going to be IXL section I.1. I.1, right variable expressions. It's very similar to the one that I did last time, or that we did last time. Just a quick reminder, when you see the word sum, that means you got to add. The difference means you got to subtract. The product means you got to multiply. The quotient means you got to divide. Sorry about that bell. Okay, un repaso de la última clase, la suma quiere decir que tienen que sumar, la diferencia tienen que restar, el producto quiere decir que tienen que multiplicar y el cociente quiere decir que tienen que dividir. And the main thing to... Wow, I just realized I wrote that wrong. The main thing to be, watch out for. Alright, sorry guys, I'm doing this video last minute. I didn't even catch that mistake. You know what? Let me fix that real quick. The main thing, because that's not good. All right. The main thing to watch out for. Okay. When it says fewer than or less than, that means you gotta reverse the numbers when you subtract, because the order matters when you're subtracting or dividing. All right. So 5 fewer than 12, you gotta write 12 minus 5. 2 fewer than 100. You got to write 100 minus 2. Same thing with less than. 10 less than 30, you got to write 30 minus 10. 3 less than 8, you got to write 8 minus 3. All right, so watch out for that. Cuando dice fewer than or less than, tiene que restar y cambiar la orden de los números. Porque la orden es importante cuando están restando o dividiendo, es muy importante. Ok, así que esto dice 5 menos que 12. 5 menos que 12 es 12 menos 5. 2 menos que 100 sería 100 menos 2. 10 menos que 30 se escribe 30 menos 10. Y 3 menos que 8 se escribe 8 menos 3. Alright, so here are the examples from today's assignment. Some of them are easy and some of them are tricky. Let's look at them. I'm trying to go through them quickly. Subtract z from 8. Restar z de 8. So you got to write it in this order. 8 minus z. Because you're subtracting z from 8. Estamos restando z de 8. Okay, multiply s by 3. Okay, this one, you could write it several ways. You could write it like this, and it accepts it because that's what I put. But it also has a multiplication button that you'll see. So I could have also written that, and it'll take it as correct as well. Both of those are correct for this IXL. Se puede escribir la respuesta esta de dos maneras. Se puede escribir 3S y te lo marca bien, o S, el punto para multiplicación, y 3 también lo acepta. Este punto, van a ver que hay un botón que te da esa opción. Ok, Z fewer than Y, Z menos que Y. Alright, fewer than. So you got to reverse the order. Later don't message me, why is this wrong? Fewer than. Si dice fewer than, tengo que cambiar la orden. Alright. This one's easy. Raise y to the 9th power. Y con un exponente de 9. Power quiere decir el exponente de 9. So you got to use this button right here. Este botón to write y to the 9th power. All right, raise d to the... That's exactly what I just did. Let me skip that one because I'm in a hurry. All right, look at this one. Raise 2 to the 8th power, then add the result to a. Do a la 8, do a un exponente de 8, y le tenemos que sumar a al resultado. So you would write it like this. 2 to the 8th power plus a. That would be the answer. All right, divide s by 10, then subtract t from the result. Okay, so listen, this one, these could get a little tricky, right? First of all, you could use this to write s, divide s by 10. Divide s by 10, then subtract t from the result. So you could write it that way if you use that button. Another way you could write it without using that button is to just put in parentheses s divided by 10 minus t. The parentheses, make sure that you're saying the parentheses emphasizes that you mean you got to do this first, and whatever the result is, you subtract t from it. All right? So both of these are correct. Los dos están correctos. Si lo hacen de esta manera, los paréntesis están diciendo que se tiene que hacer esto primero antes de restar t. All right. This one's easy. Raise 6 to the 9th power. So, again, using this button. Okay, 6 a la 9. 6 con un exponente de 9. Y multiplicar el resultado por Q. I believe... Yeah, you could write your answer like that. I was trying to remember what I put. Because IXL has a couple of funny quirks that I'll get to in a second. Or you could write the answer like that and they're both correct. Los dos están correctos. Este es mejor porque está más simplificado. This one's better because it's more simplified. Alright, add z to 3, then divide 2 by the result. Okay, this one, if I remember correctly, I messed up. And you guys will probably mess up as well. I messed up. Esto está mal. Lo que escribí yo estuvo mal. Alright, and I'm in a hurry, so I don't have time to like fix this. I'm in a hurry because your class starts in like 5 minutes. Alright, esto está mal. I made a mistake because I was reading it fast. Okay, it says to divide 2 by the result of adding z to 3. So it should be like this. This is the correct answer. I wrote it in the wrong order because I was in a hurry. Alright, so if you use this button, you could write it like this. Or if you don't want to use that button, you could write it like this, and this is also correct. Estos dos están correctos. Si usan este botón, se puede escribir de esta forma. Si no usan este botón, se escribe de esta forma. Yo estaba apurado y lo escribí mal al principio, porque dice sumar z a 3 y dividir 2 por el resultado. Así que si estamos dividiendo 2 por el resultado, el 2 va primero, va arriba. Okay? So this is the correct answer. All right. So raise 9 to the 10th power, then subtract the result from h. Subtract the result from h. Tenemos que restar el resultado de h. So you're going to write it like this. If you're subtracting from h, you write it like that. That would be the correct answer. Así se escribe la respuesta correcta. I'm about to finish this because you guys are probably waiting for me on Zoom right now. Add 7 and z, then multiply 6 by the result. Add 7 plus z, you should put it in parentheses, and multiply 6 by the result. Okay? Sumar 7 y z y multiplicar 6 por el resultado. That's how I wrote my answer and it was correct. Okay, double y, doble y, double y, then subtract 3 from the result. Okay, so to double it means to multiply it times 2. Doblarlo, hacerle doble quiere decir multiplicarlo por 2. Y restar 3 del resultado. Subtract 3 from the result. Alright, look, this one, it has a funny quirk. Like a weird thing that's not really 100% right, and I want to go over it because it made me get it wrong. Okay, este tiene una cosa que le tengo que decir. It says divide W by the product of U and V. Alright? I wrote my answer like this, which is correct, but it marked it wrong. So I'm just giving you a heads up, okay? Yo escribí mi respuesta de esta forma y lo marcó mal. Esto está bien, pero lo marcó mal. This is correct, but it marked it wrong. Divide W by the product of U and V. Okay, so just in case, even though this is right, don't write it like this. The answer that it wanted was this. Using this button for multiplication. Okay, la respuesta que quería era esta. Okay, eso es un error de IXL porque este también está correcto. Pero bueno, ¿qué vamos a hacer? Okay, para este IXL lo tiene que escribir de esta forma. Alright, so in this IXL, write it in this form because I wrote it this way, which is correct, and it marked it wrong. So just giving you a heads up. Alright, I took a picture of it just to so I wouldn't forget. Alright, and I'll do one more, and then, so raise 10 to the 3rd power, then divide k by the result. We're dividing K by the result, so the K has to go on the top. Dice dividir K por el resultado de esto, así que K tiene que ir arriba. So 10 to the third power goes on the bottom. Okay, you could also write it like this. También se puede escribir de esta forma. Alright, I'm going to stop the video, guys. That should be enough examples for you guys to be able to do the assignment.